Hey guys, we are open. Pretty excited to uh,
Hey.
chat with you guys and talk about like what we've been experiencing, what we've seen, what's happening with us opening up. So both locations are open. Excuse me. So we're pretty excited about that. Of course, you guys know we're in Dover and in Milford. And who wants to go first? We were here. Alexis, I think you were the first one into Dover yesterday, but I got there shortly before 5 a.m. So, what are you seeing? What were people's responses? How'd they feel? Talk to us.
Um, Everyone was definitely excited to come in, and then also after the sessions, you would we still had conversations, and you can just tell everyone missed each other and all this socialization. It felt so great to be with everyone and get back in the routine. Remote training is awesome, but it's just different when you're in person and I can see you guys and I can 6 foot touch you guys, and it was a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. How are things down in Milford?
Things in Milford were awesome. I agree. There's just a great energy, even at 5 o'clock in the morning, when you get to be together in the building. So it was super fun. Everyone that came in was amazing. It was great. I'm just so happy to be back.
And they all got their cool goodie bags also, which I'm excited about.
Yes.
So, Alyssa, you want to talk about the goodie bag?
Sure. So we recently got some new products that I'm personally very excited about. So we have a bunch of new gummy vitamins. So if you're out there and you don't necessarily like taking pills or normal supplements, gummies are a great, fun, and delicious way to get in your nutrients. So what we did is sort of like as a welcome home type of deal. We put together these little goodie bags, and each of them have 5 different gummy supplements, so 5 different types. So there's one for immunity, so boosting your immune system, which we all need during this time. Vitamin D, a stress one for sleep, and what's the other one? Oh, slay the day, one for energy. I know that I need to slay the day. So there's those 5 ones, and then a kombucha packet. So we just sort of put together a little goodie bag because they're delicious, and some new products for people to try as well.
Awesome. I think one thing I enjoyed a lot about about people yesterday was there was a percentage of our clients. There were a percentage of our clients who did not come in, for remote training, or I would say not come in, but did not participate in remote training. And almost all of those people came back, which was really, really cool. And so it was exciting to see that we had some people who stayed remote, and we're going to talk a little bit about why you guys think they might have. And there are others who have come back in, and the ones who did not participate in remote training at all, most of those people were the first ones back in. So that was really, really exciting to see. I mean, even Lisa Chandler says here, I love the goodie bag, and I'm excited to try all different gummies. Super excited to finally get back in the gym. We love you, Lisa. Milford representing here, which is really, really cool. So awesome. So let's talk about that. Did you guys see anybody you haven't seen in a while? And, what was that experience like?
I'll go first. So yeah, we have our one client. She came in. She was just so pumped. She brought the energy, and you could just tell she was very excited to be back in the gym and just also get back to that routine that she was doing before COVID happened. And it was amazing. Even at 6 a.m., it's great energy, and it's awesome.
Same. I saw a few people that I haven't seen in a while. And I mean, you kind of pick up like you never left. It's a lot of fun, there's no awkward, hey, how you been? It was a lot of fun to see them. One person even told me like they had something happen that they had to stay up for most of the night and they were there at 5 a.m. But they were like, I'm not moving my session because like I finally get to be back into the gym. So that was so cool. So it was really exciting to see people that I haven't had a chance to chat with and work with in a while.
Cool. How about you, Alyssa?
Yeah, there was definitely quite a few people that I haven't seen, especially me, because I wasn't even remote training folks. So, I definitely probably haven't seen the majority of our clients, at least like face to face, in the last 3 months almost. So, what I'm just so proud of is the fact that even for the folks who maybe didn't do remote training or remote coaching and just wanted to wait until we came back in, the fact that they came right back in after taking 2.5 months off is just outstanding. Like, it's so challenging to get back into a rhythm and a routine, and they just jumped right into it without like blinking. It was like diving right into the pool. There was no like little footsies in the pool at all before. They just dived right in, cannonball style. So that was just awesome to see, and I'm just so proud of them.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We had an experience with the lady in the evening because we had quite a bit of people in the evening who decided to just wait until we open. And one lady was like, hey, my husband said, when are you going to go back? You're not the same person. And she was like, he's not the same person either, but, just to kind of see that, like, hey, even your spouses are like, please go back to CNU Fit, I want my spouse back, which is really cool. So just be honest. And, did you guys have any like anxieties or concerns with, this opening back up or what people may think, anything along that realm?
I can go first because I did. I was anxious over the weekend about we've had two months of like a different routine, and I can be very change averse at times. So like I was like, oh my gosh, now I have to start into like a new routine again. What is this going to look like bouncing between with the people that are choosing to stay remote versus people coming in? And I love working both ways, but it's just a new thing to bounce between the two. So I was anxious about just like starting a new routine and kind of getting into the swing of things. But literally like the second I walked into the door and had that first client walk in, it was like, this is cool. This is awesome. So I was at first, but it has all gone away.
I can definitely agree with you, Katie. The night before, I think I went to bed thinking about everything and just also the transition from remote or into personal training and just the opening back up part and being with everyone. Like I was anxious. I think I woke up, I went to sleep with it on my mind and woke up with it on my mind. And I think it was just because I was so excited to see everyone and just see how everything played out with doing the remote training and then also having the everyone coming back in. But kind of like what you said, Katie, when everything started just when our first clients came in, it was like we just got back to where we left off. Like nothing ever happened. Nothing ever changed.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. One, I want to give mad kudos to Alyssa because she came in on the weekend and got the balloons and the goodie bags and all that was put together. And that was like, wow, so it was kind of cool to walk in and see the sign that says welcome, and all the balloons and take pictures with the clients and everything else. So that was really cool. I was just kind of like, ready. I was like, I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder who's going to come in, who's not, and I just want to say to those who have decided to stay remote for a little bit, that's cool. Remote's not going anywhere. So it doesn't really matter like what tool or resource you use to get support to meet your goals, as long as you get that support, accountability, and the knowledge and the pieces. So that's really exciting to consistently see how now this program can fit into people's lifestyle, even at a higher level. Even the people that were excited to come back, a lot of them were like, hey, this is great because, because they are, they can use remote other places. And then we have awesome people like Beverly, who's like, hey, I had no hesitation in coming back. I was excited to see everybody. And I love working out with Simmons, even Amanda was like, they're such great workout partners because they really push each other throughout the workout. And Simmons, he might not be on, but one of the things he has said, he was like, this is like it, how Mr. Simmons, he gets his like, it's like, I need to teach you something, that daddy voice. And he was like, this is why I come in, because he doesn't get that same energy. Bev is kind of like through the camera, but you can't see Bev through the camera because you're on the floor and we can see you, So good stuff. So really exciting things, I was talking with the team earlier and I was saying, we don't really know like what's tomorrow look like, and it's cool to be able to have resources and tools that allows us to pivot so we can continue to grow and continue to support people regardless of location or anything in that realm. So that's a really exciting piece in there. But I too am loving seeing the clients, taking the pictures. Our goal is that once like the world is set up where we can like all gather, do some fun, cool stuff. I know there's going to have to be a ping pong tournament because Simmons has talked a lot of trash and so has Alexis. So I'll be practicing and then I'll bring the table. I'll get these balls that you can see because I don't want anybody saying, oh, it's because the ball was dark while they lost to me. So I'll be working on that part in there. And then it'd be really cool to be able to do some sort of barbecue or some sort of get together where we all can, gather together in here. So let's talk about like, from the health standpoint, what are some things that you've seen? What have you learned? I know it's only been 2 days, but how do you feel that people are responding with all that? I know here in the evening, I don't know if you had any down in Milford, but in the evening, we did have some people train with their mask on, and they were able to get through their entire workout and everything else with the mask, made me kind of question my own cardiovascular fitness because I'm like winded walking to my car, as soon as I get to the store, I'm like, but they're able to rock out the workouts and crush it with their mask on. And up in Dover, we already had probably 3 or 4 stretching sessions already just in the 2 days. So people are excited to get back to stretching, which is really cool. Talk to me about what's going on in Milford. What's that looking like?
You're muted.
So we have people come in and out in masks, and everyone chose not to wear their mask, but it's 100% up to you. I also had some stretches that, they're great. Again, no masks, but I think people were super excited to get back in here. The stretches that we had, they were like, I needed this. I've been waiting for this moment. So everyone seemed super comfortable. And yeah, it went as well as I could have hoped for.
Oh,
Yeah. It kicked me out of the meeting. Definitely wait for her stretching session. We even have some people who have rocked up things. We're doing all kinds of cool things. So even if you have like extra sessions on your account, you definitely want to get training sessions. Get with Alyssa because we're doing some really creative things with that to get people, extra stretching. We know. It's like we have some people like, look, before I train, just let me get a stretching session in there. I want to see, hopefully this works, but I want to share some pictures of some of our experiences yesterday in Dover. I think we have some Milford pictures in here. So can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So we got some stretching sessions in. I don't know how to go to the next one. You think? I should have had the intern.
I think you can just hit the arrow button.
So if you think you're technology averse, so it's so cool to see. I think hopefully I'm not going through the same 2 pictures all the time. We got some boxing sessions done, as well. So it's just so awesome to see that. Amanda here jumped in and said, I want some of this then. which is really cool. Everybody got goodie bags and pictures. This is Beverly and Simmons practicing social distancing. I'm not really sure if that's 6 feet, but we'll let it roll. That's 6 feet for sure. I wound up walking around in the morning with a little rod to kind of keep the order in the house because nobody wanted to maintain that. But it's just so cool. And, while I go through the pictures, a couple of things from a health perspective, right? If you're not, can't see that picture. Here's looking a little cute, like a little your lady here. Where was I? Don't want to miss out on anybody's pics. But yeah, if you're not feeling well, then don't come in, Miss Ellen. You see how Alyssa's styling for the pics. But if you're not feeling well, then we know, hey, safeguard. We want to create an environment where it's constantly safe. We can look at Tanya's arms. You guys, Tanya got some muscles during COVID. You know what I mean?
Hashtag goals.
Yeah, this is my rod. I was making sure they were maintaining proper distance. So that's what that was about.
That's not even 6 foot though.
It's 5 feet, but the length of my arms add at least 1 or 2 feet in there. So that's what that was about. That's Kathy looking at me going, Evans, I don't know what you're doing. But she was one of the first ones back. Yep, that's me with my 6 foot rod, just holding it up. So it was just so much fun to get back and have fun and engage with everyone in there. So it was really, really cool. So proud of so many people who, was able to maintain during this time of stress, because we know it was a really stressful time in there. And we got a ton of pictures with that, even 5 a.m. This is the 5 a.m. crew, this is before Alexis don't get colored till about 6. So she's, that's like 5 a.m. Crew in there, but just rocking it out. And TJ turned on the fan for us to leave right after that. So just wanted to share some of that kind of stuff, but it's been a lot of fun. Enjoy the goodie bags and all the things that we're putting out there. Continue to preserve and take care of your health. And we're just saying, hey, wash your hands, use good judgment, and communicate. One of our core values is about communication, right? It says have open, honest, and clear communication. And so if for you, what that means is that, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling really comfortable. Communicate. Hey, I'm feeling a little bit of, communicate. I got this thing. I don't know what this tickle is. Stay home. Communicate. We can support you at home. And it's not that we're operating from a fear perspective, but we want to create the environment that everybody feels so comfortable and so confident to come in. We know that, based on if everything continues on the direction we're going to go, come summertime, everything is wide open. In there, and we're just pumped. And we've seen posts from other gyms, and people are so excited. Australia opened up about 2 weeks ago, and gyms are being flooded with people because people are like, look, I'm tired of sitting on the couch. I'm ready to do something. I know California's not open. They got some underground gyms with blackout windows that people can sneak in and train. Not recommending that, but I'm just saying that's what's going on. People are ready to talk and make decisions about their fitness and their health. And I think it's such a beautiful weather and a great time to do it. So as we wrap up, I want to kind of cover some thoughts. Alyssa, if you can walk us through how are people responding? Are people inquiring about health and fitness right now? What are they doing? What are you seeing? And then maybe Alexis, could talk about maybe some tips that you can do to engage in your fitness goals and everything else from a perspective, or just a quality of life, or kind of thing. And then Katie, this is not your nutrition session. I know you go live on Thursday, but give us like 1 or 2 tips that we're ready to start moving, doing some stuff. We want to hit some goals. Take us home with some tips on things we can do.
Awesome. So what we're seeing is that people are definitely ready to start moving towards their goals again. So we spent about 2.5, 3 months, at home, stuck in the house with snacks, not being able to go out and doing anything. And people are starting to feel the repercussions of that. Not to mention, they just feel like they want to get back to some semblance of normal, where it comes to, moving towards their goals. I mean, they're ready to make that change. So we're actually seeing quite a few people, you know, sort of raise their hand and be like, hey, can I get some more information? And this week alone, we have 6 consultations scheduled, which is awesome, super exciting, and all of them are in person too. So, you know, just so everyone knows, we are still accepting clients remotely as well. So we can do consultations remotely, we can do them in person in either of our locations. So we're accepting clients all over the place, and you know, we're ready to help support people towards getting back to that routine, getting back that sense of control and that sense of normalcy, and people are excited, so we're excited too.
Thank you.
So some tips on just, you know, basically getting back to your exercise routine or getting back to that quality of life. So if you guys, you know, if you feel like you're not comfortable coming in, that is completely okay. We understand, like we were just speaking about earlier. And we still have remote training. So if you guys are interested in remote training, definitely take that route. Give us a call. And that's the first step you do. Just giving us a call and how we can support you with your problem. And then even if you want to come in, please come in, take that step. And if you feel like you want to wear a mask, like we did mention earlier, you can still wear a mask if you feel that's what you're comfortable with. Go ahead. And then just other little things that you can do at home, starting off slow, is, you know, going on a walk, going walking, no matter how long it is, just getting a little bit of cardio in. Also stretching, doing a little bit of stretching. That is important, especially right now, because we're all just sitting down, or if you're working at home, it's definitely important to stretching and going out for walks. And then if you want to lift or you want to get back into what you were doing, I would definitely tell you guys to start at least 50% of your previous weight, 50 to 75% of your previous weight, getting back into the gym. That is important because your body's not used to the resistance or the weight that was put on it before COVID. So you definitely want to start off slow and work your way back up. So hopefully that helps with a little bit of tips.
All right. So it just dawned on me, you guys were talking to me of all these S's that are like, we're sitting, we have screens in front of us, we have stress, we've been stuck at home. So I'm like, oh my gosh. All of those S's combined, we need to do something about it. So as far as your nutrition, I would say the first thing is making your environment work for you is a big one. So whether you are not comfortable going out yet and you're staying at home, or if you're maybe going back to the office, wherever you are, you can't eat it if it's not in the house. So those like things when we're working from home that we're getting up and grabbing from the cupboard, if you don't have the chips and the cookies and those little snacky things that like you keep going and before you know it, you've eaten the whole bag. If you don't have it in the house, you can't eat it. So I would say it's a great time as we move into summer to kind of clean house and get rid of those things that don't serve you in the kitchen. So that would be the first tip that everyone can do. And I guess one more, it's kind of a boring one, but water. It's getting hotter. It's getting pretty humid. Aim for half your body weight ounces of water if you're going out and walking. I mean, staying hydrated is super important, even for like feeling full. So if you find yourself snacking all the time, drinking water might help you feel more full, so less snacking. So yeah, half your body weight in ounces of water. If that's way more than what you're drinking right now, start small. Add in a couple extra ounces every week until you can get there.
Awesome stuff, you know. So we just wanted to jump on. We're just super pumped and excited. You know, it's so cool and refreshing to see people. You know, we're seeing people in 3 different places, right? We're seeing people online continue to pursue and move towards their goals there. We're seeing people come in and continue to pursue and move towards their goals. And we're seeing people inquire, you know, and move towards their goals. And our phone number, even as it's here on the live cast, it's you can text that number as well as call it. So a lot of times people even have been texting or just calling or emailing to say, hey, I love how Alyssa put it. I'm raising my hand saying I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready to move forward. I want support. I'm sick and tired of whatever is going on, whether I'm tired of feeling the way I feel, and I feel depressed or sad or lethargic. I'm tired of being overweight, or my doctor has said I'm pre-something or diagnosed me with more medication, and I'm just ready to own my health and fitness. And if you raise your hand, we're gonna reach out to that hand and support you along the way. So super excited. We normally do some sort of teaching in here, but I just wanted to chat and just have you guys feel the energy that's coming in based on what's being put out there and how things are going out there. So we'll talk to you guys later. It was great chatting with you, and look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.